Hi guys, Luton here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Origin's M50 Interceptor. This is one of the first racing ships produced for Star Citizen, and it looks slick as hell. This ship looks amazing, it's so fantastic, and it's got these astonishingly supercharged engines right here. Just look at these things, they are insanity. Massive, massive engines right here, and just the level of detail in this ship is amazing. I mean, just look at this right here. Look at these little scuff marks right on the back of the ship. It's just beautiful to look at. All of the detail that goes into this ship is absolutely fantastic, right down to some of the little details in the engine, computer systems and so on. But it looks fantastic, and getting into the cockpit as well is absolutely awesome. Flying this thing around, you can just imagine you're going to be able to hammer this thing so hard. And of course they've got the Murray Cup coming up, one of the first tournaments for racing coming up very soon, produced by CIG, and it's going to be excellent to see how that performs. I've always been a massive fan of things like Wipeout, played Wipeout for such a long time, and you know, racing getting into Star Citizen is going to be very exciting indeed. But this ship just looks so slick, quite surprising how small it is. I mean, when you really look at it, here's your pilot slot. You've got maybe a few feet legroom behind, and then the engine just slammed right on the back of you. So, you know, this thing is going to be a powerhouse. It looks ultra lightweight. It's got basically no weapons. It's got no cargo. I mean, when you consider that the freight cargo loadout for this ship is 4 freight units, compare that to something like the Constellation Andromeda, which has 1,100 freight units. So yeah, basically, unless you're carrying a letter or mini package, this thing is not really going to be used for that. But it is very, very, very fast. So perhaps there will be some missions available which require, you know, lightning transportation of perhaps just intelligence which can't be communicated via other communication systems. You know, there may be other roles for the M50 to play. Let's get in it. You gotta love these little handles popping up out of the ship just so you get in, and then they flap back down again. Really fantastic, just like fighter aircraft. So here we are in the actual cockpit of the M50. This thing feels tight, you know, we're really rammed right in here, and again, very much kind of like a Formula 1 car. You just slammed straight into it, barely room to kind of move your legs, you just got to angle yourself straight in it. But again, excellent field of view, you know, very nice and open. You can't really look behind, so it's going to be interesting in terms of what video screens pop up here in front of you, because I think what you really want to be having is like multiple mini screens just popped up in front of you, heads up, so that you can actually see kind of who's on your left and your right, and you know what maneuvers to make basically when you're in those racing situations. But again, this ship looks slick as hell, and it's just a joy to look at. Let's look at third person view right here, and again you can see just, man, this ship looks so cool. It's really, really, really nice. And if we just have a little look right here at these engines around the back, look at these things. They look stacked, to be honest. You can just imagine there's very little. I mean, even if you were out in the actual persistent main universe and you're flying around in this thing, I think if you saw anything and you just hit those engines, you're going to be gone. Nothing's going to be able to touch you. You'll be straight out of there. But they've done a really amazing job with this ship. I mean, for such a small little craft, it looks slick as hell. And it's a great sign that this ship has been so perfectly designed, you know, when it is this kind of first racing class. And it's going to be great to see other ships, how they come in. The ship design from CIG, it just gets better and better and better, and we see it all the time with the design and the decal. Everything about these ships is just looking beautiful, and the Constellation redesigns with all their variants lately as well just, you know, completely summarizes that. You know, it's a great look. I mean, even just look at this, look at some of the ship detail right here, and you come right down onto it. Look at some of these little buffs and marks, and you see in that black there, I don't know if you can see this actually on YouTube after it's been compressed, but if you actually look on the black, like that matte sheen to it, it even has some it's got this scuffing on that black sheen as well. But just look, the level of detail you can see in the paint and the reflections. But yeah, they've done a particularly good job with this ship. It just looks, from front to back, it just looks awesome. You just want to be in this thing and burning it around. Seriously, absolutely great. So there we go, Origin M50 Interceptor. What do you think? Good enough for your hangar? It's unavailable right now, but we'll be able to get it in the future, and it just makes you think, you know, those limited time offers, are they worth it? When you look at something like the M50, I'm going to probably have to say yes indeed. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, drop a little like, comment as well, I'll see you next time for some more Star Citizen.